It's that time of the year again, the Steam Summer Sale, and if you aren't careful, you could end up spending a whole lot of money on games. I collected my highlights of the best games I found under $5. A lot of the games I mentioned last winter are also cheap again, if you want to check that out as well. I have 6 historically low games that have never been this low before, and 6 games that aren't historical, but they're still low. First, we have Escape Academy at 80% off for $3.99. And if you like escape rooms, this would be a really cheap one. It has a lot of good reviews. You can play solo or with a friend. Me and my brother actually bought this when it was $5, and we just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. There's DLC as well, but weirdly, it only has 10 reviews. Bookbound is 70% off for $2.09. I've been kind of curious about this game. It was on my wishlist for a little while, and with this deal, I'm probably going to add it to my cart. You manage a cozy little bookshop and help people find books. The pixel art style and decorations are adorable. You can even write your own books. And I swear this one character is Ash Ketchum, but I don't know. For only $2, it's worth trying out. Rain World is 90% off for $2.49. This is a lot cheaper than the last sale. I've heard fantastic things about this game, though it's a bit darker tone than what I usually go for. I wanted to include it anyway since it's a major deal. You're a nomadic slug cat trying to hunt for enough food to survive in a broken industrial waste, but bigger creatures have the same plan. It's a platformer that looks really good. Next, we have Winkledjit. I probably should have looked this up. The Little Shop at 75% off for $3.74. This was on my wish list for the longest time, and I finally took it off just due to not having enough time. But it went down in price again, so I don't know. I might need another tavern manager. The art style gives me RuneScape vibes, but it's a little nicer than that. You build, decorate, and run an old world fantasy shop and either buy goods to sell or farm and craft them, which will give you experience to craft higher quality items. You can even hire employees, and it looks really good, actually. And for that cheap, I think I'm definitely getting it. Planet Zoo was on my winter list, but now it's even cheaper than before, and it was pretty cheap before. It's 95% off for $2.24. They might as well just give this game away. It's a no-brainer for this cost, although I'll admit I only played it for a couple hours because the tutorial is quite long, but if you can get through that, I think it's probably really fun. It takes a little bit of gusto to get into it. Not super casual friendly. Although the sequel's coming out in October and that is supposed to be a little bit more casual friendly. We'll see. I think I'm going to be getting that one. It looks really good. We Were Here Together is 70% off for $3.89, and this is one of the sequels to We Were Here. Me and my brother play the We Were Here series, and I think it's the best co-op escape room style puzzle game out there. A lot of times you're separated and need to communicate to solve puzzles, and they're really well done. But you can't really play this game solo, so hopefully you have a friend. The first in the series is free, and there's a new one coming out sometime this year. And actually, all of the games are at their all-time low. The sequel's $2, and Forever is $6.83, so technically doesn't make this list. The next 6 games are not historical lows, but not super often. I wanted to mention them still. The Witcher 3 is 90% off for $3.99. I have heard that this is like the best game ever by multiple people. I don't know. It goes on sale fairly often, but there's actually a new DLC coming soon, which is kind of crazy because there hasn't been one for like 10 years, and I've always heard good things about Witcher 3. The existing DLC is also 80% off as well. If I had time, I might, I don't know. I might make time for this. Moonstone Island is 75% off for $4.99, which is a favorite of many in the cozy community. I played the introduction to the game and I loved it, and I decided to get it on Switch instead for the mobility, but haven't really had the chance to get back to the game. Definitely worth $5 though. It's a mix between a creature collector, a deck builder, and a cozy life sim. It's really cute. Toem, A Photo Adventure, is a short game that I played on stream before. It's 90% off for $2, $1.99. Sequel is coming really soon, so I don't know if I would recommend this game full price, but I love the art style and it was a fun little game. Definitely worth $2. Not to say it isn't worth more, but you know, you went around and chatted with characters and solved their problems by snapping photos, and it was cute. This next game, The Pedestrian, is 75% off for $4.99. This game does go on sale often, but I've never heard of it, though it came out in 2020 and has an overwhelmingly positive reviews. You are a little stick figure platforming in signs in a 3D world, but it looks like you have to interact with signs and wires and such to help your guy with the platforming. It looks pretty neat. I don't know. I might try this or wait till the next sale. Because apparently it's $5 very often. I had to mention this because it's Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, and it's 80% off for $2.99. It often goes on sale, but I love this silly little game. It's not a new game by any chance, but there's another one that I need to play. I think something to do with robbing a bank. It's fighting is sort of like Zelda, but the game doesn't really take itself too seriously. I enjoyed it a lot. Now, last but not least, or maybe it is least, I don't know. Heave Ho is 75% off for $2.99. The sequel is coming out next month, so you can see if you like it by playing the first one. Or you can just play the Heave Ho 2 demo because that's free. But it's a couch co-op party game where you grip to each other by their hands or probably body, I don't know, and try to swing to the finish line. The slightest slip can send all your fellow heavers to their deaths. This game looks really silly. I kind of wish it was on Amazon Luna so I could play it on the computer or on a TV at my parents' house with my brother. But yeah, I guess it used to be on Luna and it's not anymore for whatever reason. Anyway, that is my entire list that I came up with. I'm sure there's so many games, so go look at Steam. They have a lot of recommendations on there. If there's anything that you feel like I would like or you want to shout out down below, go ahead and shout something out. Let me know if you like this list, and subscribe if you are new here and you want to see more recommendations or reviews or indie games. I live stream over here, and I will see you next time. Bye.